Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Chicago Bears. And he returns this to the 22. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray to Connor on the check down. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And this Charles definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
First carry for James Conner. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now 14-0. touchdown. Out is Prater to kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
First down, Winston. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Now Prater to add the PAT. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And that one almost intercepted. But it's incomplete. He had space in front of him if he had held on, but instead it's third down. On third down, Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
Forced out to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. So this, not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Ready? Flag, let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this, we got
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
And they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And now we'll see punter Tyler Newsome. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cards open the lead up to 34-0. Prater for the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So plenty of fireworks here early. 35-0 now as the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 2nd and 10, Winston. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And it would appear he's going to be short of a 1st down as he's stopped right around the 29. Just a gain of 2 there. It's going to bring up a 4th down. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look at each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Now a dump off here complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Jameis to throw it. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's countered. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray out to his left. And that's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing, Winston. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks. Like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Yeah. Watch the twist. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Now Murray off play action. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Williams. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Now a throw to the end end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Throwing again, Murray. Rolling to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. To throw, it's Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cards continue to pour it on. Prater for the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star or veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Bears on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Winston. And now here's another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
This is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Dancing to his left. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals add on. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a Gain of 6.
Isaiah Simmons on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A first down throw, Darnold. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good rally to the football, keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And they will score. It's a pick 6. Cardinals touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
Prater for the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.